Selena Gomez is being called out online for looking unrecognizable in a photo that she posted on Instagram. In fact, the reaction with fans has been so drastic that many have now accused her of having extensive plastic surgery. So let's dive into what really happened. Selena shared a selfie with a full face of makeup to promote her products, but it wasn't just the gorgeous look that people were noticing. Her face looked noticeably different in the same way that Khloe Kardashian's face often looks different when she posts online. Selena's chin and cheeks had almost disappeared, which left fans confused and straight up baffled by the picture. She looks worlds away from her normally softer, fuller face, which is why some people were wondering if she had some kind of surgery or whether or not the picture might have been edited. Of course, there could be other reasons why she looks so different, like the fact that she was also sporting much lighter hair and not really her usual style of makeup. When the picture was posted on Twitter, thousands of people dropped comments, and they all seemed to be saying the same thing, that she looks unrecognizable. People wrote things like, "new face," and "I would never have guessed that it was her." One fan claimed that they didn't recognize her in that photo because her face looks so drastically different. Another person said that they almost didn't realize it was Selena and that she looks like she has a completely new face. Someone even asked if the image was photoshopped and said that for her face to look so different, the picture had to be edited and not just lighting and angles. Either way, it's crazy that people are speculating this much over one single photo, especially Selena's own fans, given her history with this kind of body shaming. She's been one of the most famous people in the world since she was a teen, and this has led her to never-ending scrutiny surrounding her weight. Earlier this year, she was shamed after some photos of her in a swimsuit went viral, and she looked a little more curvy than usual. The response though was callous and cruel. Selena ended up responding to all the comments about her weight and said that it was all because of a medication that she takes to help her manage the disease lupus. Quote, "When I'm taking it, I tend to hold water weight, and that happens very normally. When I'm off of it, I tend to kind of lose weight." She also reminded fans when they comment on people's weight that they don't always know the real story. She added that she wasn't a model and that people shouldn't be striving to look perfect because they are already beautiful and wonderful. But even though she gives great advice, especially to her younger fans who are looking up to her, it's crazy that she still receives this much backlash just for existing in her own body. It's like the internet hates the fact that she no longer looks like a teenager, and they want to remind her of it every single chance they get. Selena opened up about the experience of body shaming on Apple Plus's documentary series Dear, which features different famous people sharing their experiences. She said, "My weight would constantly fluctuate because I would be on certain medications, and obviously people just ran with it. It was like they couldn't wait to find a thing to bring me down. I was being shamed for gaining weight because of my lupus." She explained that while she pretended the trolls didn't get to her, that wasn't actually the reality. She straight up admitted that she was lying, because she would go online and post a picture of herself saying negative comments don't matter, but meanwhile she would be crying in her room because no one deserves to hear those things. Thankfully, she hasn't let all of the negativity hold her back from being online. In September, she posted a photo of herself to Instagram where she seemed to be completely makeup free. Her hair was tied back with just a few wavy layers loose, and that wasn't even the first time that she shared a no makeup selfie. That same month, she posed next to her longtime best friend Taylor Swift. She was propped on Taylor's shoulder and pictured in a sweater and hoop earrings with her hair tied back. Taylor also looked great in a yellow floral dress. She was wearing a simple no makeup look and let her bangs down with a slight curl. As for her love life, Selena has been pretty private about that stuff recently. As we know, her most public relationship was when she famously dated Justin Bieber, which was an on and off relationship from 2011 through to 2018. She was also involved in a 10-month-long romance with The Weeknd from January through to October of 2017. Since then, she's been linked to Zedd, One Direction's Niall Horan, and Charlie Puth, but she hasn't publicly dated anyone in nearly 6 years, which is probably why fans are excited for the possibility of her dating again. Although to be fair, she has spoken many times about how she's been comfortable on her own for quite a while, and she said that she's fine without a man in her life. She told You Magazine in 2020, "I am single and I'm totally cool with that. There are a lot of positives to being single, and it's about enjoying them when you're in that stage of life." In May last year, she opened up about her relationship status during her first time ever hosting SNL. She said, "One reason I've been very happy to host is because I'm single, and I've heard SNL is a great place to find romance." Fans also remembered another moment in January of 2020 where Selena shared that she had been single for over 2 years and that she is perfectly happy enjoying her life. She told WSJ Magazine, "I love going to my room at the end of the day, just me and my dog. I got the full granny panty situation, stretched out on my bed. I've been single for over 2 years now and I'm okay with that." But when she released her song Boyfriend, fans were confused by the lyrics, which seemed to imply that she actually wanted to be in a relationship. She sings the words, "I want a boyfriend, tell me are there any good ones ones left. I keep finding the wrong ones, but I want love again and again. From the outside, it's easy to see why people assume that she was lonely when she released the song, but apparently that wasn't exactly what she was trying to convey. Selena said, "It's just funny because I release things and say I want a boyfriend, and when people mention that, I'm like, no, I didn't really mean it though. Guys are a lot of work." In discussing the meaning behind the track, she said, "It's about falling down and getting back up time and time again in love, but also knowing that you don't need anyone other than yourself to be happy." For Selena, this realization has clearly allowed her to be more comfortable with herself and her journey as a single woman. And things are pretty much going well for her these days. She recently put an end to the internet feud between her and Francia Reza, who was her best friend and kidney donor. They went for a girls' night out in Giorgio Baldi restaurant in Santa Monica, and of course they were mobbed by paparazzi the whole time, who were constantly snapping photos and videos of them leaving the venue before they got into the back of a waiting car. If you don't know the full drama, a few months ago paparazzi caught up with Francia to try to talk to her about her falling out with Selena. Although she didn't answer questions about their relationship, she did reveal that Selena's fans had been bullying her on social media. The disturbing comments were obviously having a real effect on her because it's one of the only things that she would address when she spoke to the photographer. She also defended Selena in the process and said that in no way, shape or form does she condone bullying. The irony is that Selena has a non-profit project called Rare Impact Fund, which works to reduce the stigma associated with mental health and provide young people with access to the resources they need. Francia went on to say, "So the fact that now I'm being bullied as I am is messing with me mentally. It's just, to me, it's not what anyone wants for someone, and she's literally out there saying, please stop. So I don't understand why this is happening." In the end, the actress said that she's doing what she can to try to tune out the bullying, even though part of her understands that it comes from these extremely hardcore fans, which is exactly the kind of people who are sending her these messages. Once the paparazzi footage was posted to Twitter, even more people started attacking her. Despite their up and down relationship over the past year, things have gotten better between them. All of the hate against Francia can be clearly traced back to her falling out with Selena. So in her documentary My Mind in Me, Selena gave no mention of her and what she did for her at all. She detailed her health struggles but neglected to mention anything about the kidney transplant, which was an incredibly risky surgery and a major sacrifice on behalf of her former friend. When the documentary came out, Francia unfollowed Selena on Instagram, and while the two of them had grown apart in the years since the surgery, this was still pretty shocking for a lot of people. To make matters worse, Selena did an interview with Rolling Stone where she said that her only friend in the industry was Taylor Swift. Once again, this comment seemed like she was snubbing Francia. She's known Selena a lot longer than Taylor has, given that they met way back in the Disney days. In response to that interview, Francia took to the comment section and just wrote the word interesting. When someone called out Selena for this, she responded by saying, "Sorry, I didn't mention every person I know." But this comment sparked huge criticism online because of how dismissive it was. People were shocked that Selena had seemingly turned her back on her best friend after everything that she had done for her. For those that don't know, she was diagnosed with lupus back in 2015, which is an autoimmune disease that causes the body to attack the healthy parts of itself. As a result of the organ damage from lupus, Selena's own kidneys were failing. She was silent on social media all throughout this health crisis. Then in 2017, she revealed that she had undergone a kidney transplant and that Francia had been the donor. About a year later though, Francia admitted the doctors told Selena that she was a match before she had even found out herself. Selena then FaceTimed her to tell her the news, which of course would have put her on the spot. Then in 2018, it was reported that Francia was unhappy with her friend making unhealthy choices. She was spotted in public drinking alcohol, which obviously isn't great for your kidneys. Then in 2019, an inside source claimed that Selena was fed up with feeling indebted to Francia, and she would later go on to refer to her simply as the girl who gave me her kidney. So it's no wonder the two of them eventually had this big falling out. What do you guys think about this story? Please let me know in the comments below, and I'll catch you all in the next video.